All right. Here we go. We're not sure how this is going to... Daniel Tabor is going to be here shortly. So the idea of this, to all the 5 people that are here, is when we only have 5 people, we're just going to do a podcast and have fun with it. So what was your name again, man? So if you want to come up here and kick it or not, up to you. Yeah. Mike, have you ever seen the movie Ghost Dad?
No.
Okay, you should. So, Scott knows what I'm talking about. Was it like early 90s? Yeah. So, it's got Cosby in it, so that's a problem. But yeah, that's. But when I was a kid, I had it on VHS, and I used to just watch it all the time. Love that movie. So I guess my question is it okay to still like that movie 20 years, 30 years later?
That makes me want to watch it more.
Yeah? Okay.
Oh. Yeah, I think it's okay to like it. I mean, you got to separate the art from the artist.
Yeah. I agree. You have to do that a lot in music. We have a lot of nefarious people in the store. 60s and 70s dudes that, and they just sing about it in the lyrics like, you're 16 and all that, and they just don't even care. Nowadays, you obviously couldn't do that, but yeah. Good music, though. That's all I really had, and I'm not a stand-up comedian, so we can just find some other cool shit to talk about. I don't know, but yeah, this is kind of an experiment. But
Trial run. Let's call it a trial run.
Trial run. I mean, we're gonna post it regardless. So
yeah.
If it's terrible, I don't really care. So
good.
Yeah, we're just gonna put it out to the world and see what happens. Daniel's notoriously late.
Yeah,
you're aware. Or not show up. So he'll be here. I just texted him. He'll be shortly. But who? Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I forgot Gonzo. He was all hyped about it and not here on time. So we got to find some shit to talk about until then. Yeah.
There's other people coming too that are running behind.
Sweet. All right. Well. Yeah, as soon as I can get off the couch, the better, definitely.
You ever been on a podcast before?
I have, actually.
Yeah?
The Sofa King Awesome Show. Yeah, he just, interviews bands and shit, and music people, and came and interviewed me and Heather. But that's the only one, and, kind of awkward. Not used to the, like you are, or anybody that kind of does the, hey, there's Daniel.
Whoa.
Whoa.
No, I did just get the Manscaped Lawnmower 4.0, so, I look like a porn star, besides the big dick, you know what I mean? But no, I've never been in... like a casting couch.
I'm going to make sure that this video's on. I don't fucking remember.
I might grab a stool in a second.
Yeah, go ahead.
I'll do.
No.
Hey, thanks for reminding me that I'm an alcoholic, guys.
Yeah.
Having me being the only one that brought alcohol.
It was designed specifically that way, just for you to feel like an alcoholic.
I have some in the green room. You want me to bring one out just to make you feel better?
It would, yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to go do that.
Google's been telling me a lot lately.
I'll take one if you're feeling generous.
Yeah.
Cream soda. This is not sponsored by Stubborn Soda, but get the agave vanilla cream soda here at Pizza Records. It's good stuff.
I'll get you one in a minute, too. Sorry.
Oh, shit. All right.
Those are the best.
I'm getting drunk on superior heart health.
I feel like we need a bigger couch, man.
There's 4 seats. He's just being stingy with them.
Yeah.
Yeah, that guy. This fucking guy.
Sorry.
I don't remember his name because I haven't done stand-up in
I've been away for a minute, you know.
Yeah.
I haven't been coming here.
You had some accident or something.
I
right?
have a story about it. Yeah. So, like on November 20th, I had a seizure.
Whoa.
Yeah, and I didn't know what was going on. I lost like a half hour of my life. I woke up in an ambulance, and the paramedic was like, "When's your birthday?" And I was like, "I don't know, but I'm 21," which is a response I've trained myself to give since I was 15.
I'm of age.
And he goes, "Do you know what year it is?" And I was like, "I don't know, the president's orange." So I got both answers right. So he was like, "Okay, you didn't have an accident, you know, it's a seizure, we'll get you to the hospital." And they got me to the hospital, and my parents were waiting, and I was like, "Hey, Mom, I had a seizure. Pretty cool, huh?" She hated that shit. Then they ran a bunch of tests. They did a CT scan, an MRI, they did a blood test, an EKG, an EEG, all kinds of tests, and didn't find anything.
So you just had a random seizure.
Yeah, the neurologist came in, and he was like, "Must have been your free one." I was like, "What, are we playing bingo? What are you talking about, dude?" He was like, "No, I'm serious. Like, everybody gets one free seizure before it's an epilepsy diagnosis." I was like, "Oh, we're doing Oprah now. Great."
Okay.
Actually, I rode in an ambulance, so it wasn't free.
Yeah. Not very scientific either.
Yeah, like what?
You just had one.
It's
And
like-
the next one, you're epileptic though, but
Like-
not yet. You're not really.
What if they did that with other shit? Like, heart attacks happen, man.
Yeah, it's just your first one. No
I don't know
big
what to
deal.
say.
Yeah, that's weird. I'm not surprised, but with the medical
Yeah.
community, but.
Yeah, we don't have.
Hey, Brooke Krauscher, everyone, has walked in the building. Hey there.
Hey, remember how I told you I was 80% sure I did this right?
Yeah,
There's the 20%.
nice.
Hanging on, is it? No, it was. It's just dead.
Hello.
Put the wrong set of
It's
batteries.
just dead.
Not that one.
Do we need to share mics?
Share bikes.
Your turn, no problem.
You put your hand here.
Come on, funny.
Yeah, I'll just keep the microphone. I can handle it.
We were talking about, I was about to bring up that we don't have bone or heart doctors in town. They have a giant hospital. It's billions of dollars they're going to add wings to, and they still don't have doctors to put in it.
I'm a boner doctor.
Those are real things.
Those exist.
Those two were
Those
real
are-
things.
There's actual ED doctors.
I will say though that like when you get an MRI, it's super loud, and they play music in like headphones for you.
Yeah.
And Pasadena Hospital does not pay for Spotify Plus.
Get ads. I think I've had one. It's been a minute, but I had one on my head. I think like 5 years ago. Yeah, it sucks. It's not fun.
Get a boner on your head? Yeah.
Yeah. No. Well, I might have that too, but yeah, knocked my head a little bit. CAT scans suck. Those are not fun either when you're in a tube.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Brooke,
So-
talk into that.
Check, check, check.
So you had a
Hello.
seizure, and you haven't had another one. Of
Oh,
course.
here's the thing about the seizure. The doctor said you can't drive for 6 months.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
Yeah, he was like, I'm not going to tell on you,
Yeah.
but the insurance company
no
will not
snitch.
insure
He
you.
ain't no snitch.
Like, I could, if I got pulled over, it wouldn't be a problem, you know? But if I got in an accident, I'm not insured, so I can't fucking drive.
Yeah, that's a problem when you work and do things. And
Yeah.
I wouldn't let those
It's a
fucking
big one.
spastics drive either. I'm on the insurance company's side. Fuck them. That scares me now. Now I'm scared.
There's a bunch of seizure people out there.
Yeah.
driving.
I would like to legislate against seizure people. I know I get 11 minutes at this podium. I would like some legislation done about these freak. No,
Hold on. Brooke, give me some more stuff.
they're on our roads.
Dude, they actually are on our roads. I know several people with epilepsy who just drive.
Yeah, everyone who's like that, if they have a thing, they just drive anyway.
Did we just solve a mystery? Is that like when people randomly run into these buildings down here? Is it epileptic people?
It's got to be a percentage.
It could be.
There's also narcoleptic people. We need to do something about these fucking narcoleptic people.
Old people. My grandma ran into a building one time.
Really?
Yeah.
In a
nothing
car
happened.
or just like running?
Just ran into it.
Just ran into it.
I don't know.
I mean, I've ran into a tree before.
You know,
When I was a
sometimes
kid,
you just
looking
forget
behind you,
which one's the
someone's
brake,
chasing
which
you.
one's the gas.
Damn, dude.
Happens.
I had a friend in high school, and our joke was that he was my son. And someone reported to me when he was in driver's ed that he had driven into someone's house, and I was like, "Oh, my son," and I was very upset. And the other day, I was
You
walking.
ground him?
I grounded him, but I walked. I actually gave him a good speech. But I was walking in front of my apartment the other day, and someone pulls up to pick somebody up, and the car goes completely over the stopper, and he has to pull back, and it like scrapes all the plastic. And then I make eye contact. It's my son from high school. He's still like that. I was like, good on him. I'm so proud of him.
Yeah.
He
Proud
didn't
dad.
give up.
It's a proud dad moment. You
Check.
figuring it out,
All
sound
good?
guy?
All good.
Huh?
You figuring it out, sound guy?
I
You
think
got your
so.
vape on you?
I hear him.
You got your vape on you?
No, it died at work, and then I didn't plug it in.
Damn.
That's a problem.
Damn, dude.
I hid behind the ice box at the taco restaurant to hit it, and it said 0%. I was like, you bitch. I need it.
I'm sure we got a C charger around here somewhere.
I'm sure we have like one of everything here between the basement, green room, and
And then I bought menthol cigarettes and forgot to buy a lighter and was too
got a
annoyed to
charger?
go ahead and buy the lighters. But then the menthol cigarettes are at home now.
Is your vape on you?
No.
Fuck, dude.
What
good are you, Dan?
I-
Jesus.
And I asked if
have
it was on
my
you. I know
Pepsi.
it's
He's
dead. I was just like, is
didn't
it on
bring
you?
anything.
And for most Wednesday evenings I come here, I'm significantly physically cleaner. I took a shower and everything. So I would like any amount of kudos for the shower.
I hope so.
You
dude.
get one
Fuck.
wink.
And I brought my own beverage. I didn't pilfer their fridge,
Oh,
hoping
my-
that they have a show later.
hey,
Joke's on you.
Round
This
of
beer's
applause.
warm, asshole.
He didn't bring his vape. He didn't bring his vape. No.
You're sending people on missions based off of no information?
You said it's dead, and I'm like, I got you.
What do you mean you got me?
I need
I have
one
to share
now.
mine with my old lady, man. It's at home, so I'm like, it's all right. Dan's gonna be up there. I'll just hit his a few times. He's like, no.
No, it died, dude.
let you down.
It fucking died. It's bothering me
Oh,
too.
so it's. Oh,
Oh,
Did you
hey,
bury it?
real quick, I asked
Real.
these guys a question, but
Shoot.
neither one of you were here. Have you ever seen Ghost Dad, and is it okay to like that movie because Bill Cosby's in it?
I have never seen it.
I haven't seen it, and I didn't know Bill Cosby Dead Dad movie. I didn't know.
Yeah, it's great.
This
What
morning,
I know.
Well, it was great. I don't know.
I mean, if we're talking about dad movies, I woke up this morning and was like, I had a real hankering. I don't know why, but I looked at Nicole and I was like, it's Turbo time, and I wanted to watch. What is it, Turbo Man or
I am
whatever?
not
with
Turbo. I was just looking for Turbo Man doll.
I don't
That
know.
was, that was actually
Forget
pretty
it.
good.
I was like,
I'm
I
not
don't
sitting on your
know
lap.
Why I was like, I'm gonna go watch
Christmas,
it. I didn't. I
Christmas
didn't,
was
but
like 3 weeks ago.
Um,
Edinburgh.
still snowing.
speaking-
Still snowing.
Yeah.
Speaking of the Cosb, y'all know about, I always have to bring this up. There's an episode of The Cosby Show where it's going to be like a big family reunion to do, and they're concerned. They're like, everybody's going to fight. And they eat just a little bit of food, and they all just kind of chill out, and then they all get sleepy, and they all take naps. You know, like Thanksgiving Day nap. And the
Yeah.
mom is like, thank goodness, you know, it was so peaceful. And he goes, yeah, I know. Bill Cosby does. He goes, there's a reason, too. And she's like, why? And he has this little bottle of pills he shakes.
You're lying. There's no way that's true.
I watched it, yeah,
What?
because I didn't go back to watch the show. Someone just played a clip from an episode and like, look, this is the plot line of this episode. Now,
Isn't that what they did to Roseanne?
uh,
They killed
yeah,
her
they
ass.
yeah, they
straight,
killed her
yeah.
off. Lewis, but yeah, that's from way before people came out and knew about that stuff. So he just had that in his head and was like, "I'll put it in the show."
Yeah.
It might be to like show off and be like, "Look what I can do! I can talk about it on my show." Because Louis C.K., if you know what he did, he'd like ask permission of younger, less powerful women in comedy, kind of in the doorway real quick,
Yeah.
and be like, "Pff, "Yeah," and then he'd do it, and like, "Oh." He, at one point in the show, goes on a date with Chloe 70 to a coffee shop, and he sits down with her, and she does it in front of him, and he doesn't know what to do, and she just like shushes him, and then like finishes and leaves, and then he just goes, oh, well, it was not that big of a deal. It wasn't that bad. He kind of shrugs off his assault he did. Comedians do that a lot. They'll put their crime. There was a YouTuber, and they did a mock court trial.
That's what they do, man.
They put their crimes in their material to brag.
So we have 2 official comedians here. What's your guys' crime?
Yeah, what do you, yeah.
Just have him tell some jokes. He'll tell on himself.
Drinking and driving often.
And having seizures?
Yeah,
Or is that you?
Dude, the
seizure guy.
seizure
That's probably
thing.
why you're having seizures, bro.
The seizure thing, I had a buddy who saw me like with a backpack on in the Walmart parking lot. Like I'd walked to Walmart, and he was like, "Hey man, what's going on?" I was like, "I can't drive for 6 months." he was like, "They get you with breathalyzer or field sobriety?"
Seizure, man.
They got me in an ambulance. What they got me in? Forgot to tell you.
I don't remember what I was going to say, but it's pretty funny too.
Divert back to crimes. Michael said
Yeah,
he's like, let them
crimes.
keep telling jokes. They'll tell on them.
Yeah. I guess my only crimes is being legitimately more disturbed by the presence of Amish people than
I thought
others.
you were gonna go somewhere else.
So I
The only
keep bringing
crime
them
I-
up.
Is not being funny enough.
This guy's racist to Amish people.
Yeah.
Why are they running out there with their kids? Anytime YouTubers take their kids out there to make cabins, they're messing up the kids. But the Amish do it, and we're all like, "Oh, that's cute." I don't think so. I think they're as bad as the YouTube mommies.
We had an Amish guy Sunday show up for the shoot.
Yeah. I mostly just like that they look like they're from the oldie times. I get
Yeah,
distracted.
but if you get on,
That's
if
like
you
their
get
whole
on,
thing. That's the whole shtick.
I know, but it's like
Oldie
really
times.
distracting.
if you get on TikTok and see the Amish that are like not revolting, but they're like they secretly bring a friend who has a phone. You know what I mean?
Oh.
So yeah, and then that friend brings the alcohol. So it's okay if someone else brings this stuff. You know what I mean? So they're all like loosey goosey off this twisted tea, which is like their favorite. And yeah, they'd be dancing and grinding and
Nice.
all in electricity and stuff.
I think
Just
of Amish-
sinning.
When I see the Amish, I just think social studies,
Yeah.
like history.
Yeah. Just feel like thinking of historical events that
That's
they.
200 years ago.
Yeah. Look at them.
I mean, what's the actual difference between a Mennonite and the Amish?
There's a lot of difference. I
Is
don't
there?
know the
Yeah.
answer.
It depends
But I
on
do
the
know that there's
like
a
the
lot of-
order, because they're all pretty independent. They just have like similar ideas.
Yeah, because
But, like,
what's the guy that
Amish-
lets them that says they can do what they do?
But
the main
Amish
dude. What's
Amish
he
is
called?
like full on, like we have a community.
It's like
Mennonite is like they're more
Mormon.
connected to the local economy and shit. Like they can have mechanics and stuff.
now
Oh,
we
for
know.
real?
Now we know. Holy
Yeah.
shit.
It's just all about scope and scale. The Mennonites got bigger brains than these Amish.
The Amish
How
got
many-
bigger arms, though. Have you ever seen them carry an entire fucking barn
I
across
know.
the field? That's insane.
We're gonna come out with a tabletop game about Amish and Mennonites. Tabletop war game where it's like, how much intelligence does a Mennonite wizard have?
That might actually pop off, dude.
How many,
Get some Hasidic Jews in there.
how many Amish women die a year being accused as witches?
Dude, Amish women have all the problems.
I bet, dude.
like,
What are we gonna call it?
we know what crimes Amish guys tend to commit,
Sticks
and we
and
also
stones.
know that judges give them lenient sentences out of pity. So these Amish guys are creepy, and these Amish women do have to go through hell, but legally, we can't treat it like it's like Scientology. We can't just run in there and get them.
I saw one on TikTok get a DUI in the carriage. It was kinda cool.
Is he drinking twisted tea?
I mean,
God bless America.
It's
We still,
everyone
that's
that-
our citizen to go
Light.
after too, on our land. That's an invader from another land as far as I'm concerned, and time.
yeah. Space and time.
Yeah, space and
Like I
time
said,
invader.
It's history. It's social
The
studies.
Men in Black should have to go after him. In case he has space time tech.
Yeah. Tyler Gonzo Scott is going to want to say some jokes up here in a minute, so
Alrighty.
either I can kick myself off the couch or whatever we want to do here. We're kind of just winging this,
Yeah.
so didn't know how it was going to go.
First
I knew
go.
I wanted to do some sort of podcasty thingy like we're doing now, but
And it might as well just turn into like a Kill Tony type of vibe.
yeah, or whatever.
That'd
I
be
don't
hilarious.
just up here shooting the shit.
Yeah,
about
it's Kill
seizure.
Tony, but you get 10 seconds.
Yeah.
And you get mocked for twice as long after.
Yeah, we make fun of you for like 29 minutes. and
It's a
then-
great show. Tell us one joke, and then I'm going to call you gay because someone called me gay.
Welcome, Tyler Gonzo, everybody.
How y'all doing?
Yeehaw.
Hey, there's Giddy. We're gonna get him up here too, little man. Okay, so my name's Tyler Gonzo. That's what everybody calls me. This is my first time doing any kind of like stand-up or podcast even. Usually I just do rap music. I've been doing that for 16
I can
years.
tell.
Yeah, I've been doing that for 16 years now. That's my passion. I love it. But I did prepare some jokes. I feel like dating a homeless chick is kind of cool because when it's time to kick them out, you just tell them to go the fuck home. You know? I feel like getting a loan from a drug dealer is kind of similar to a bank because they're both going to check credit. One's just street credit. By now, I'm sure that we've all heard about Dan Schneider's foot fetish. I finally I figured out what Drake Bell meant by I found a way to forget that my producer's molesting me. Yikes.
Sing through the pain.
Nothing
babe.
says emotional trauma like getting a heart-shaped tattoo on your face, you know. All right, here, wait. I got something else written. Let me see.
We've gone to the set. Oh, yeah.
Pulling out the phone, the joke.
Who's running the timer? What the fuck?
Yeah. This is what we do instead of stand-up.
I won't lie. Sometimes in my spare time, I got an e-bike now. I'll just cruise around and I'll talk to the homeless people that live out here, and it's cool because like, who could convince you that they worked for NASA when it's a complete lie? But a homeless person, you know. 10 minutes talking to a tweaker, and he's like, "Yeah, I work for NASA," and you almost start to believe the guy.
Is it the same guy? Oh yeah, he's also an ex-professional photographer in California, been all in these magazines.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
it's a real thing. Yeah,
I got one more. I said, I feel like crack dealers have it very easy because whatever gets your rocks off, right? That's all I got for comedy-wise. But this is my first time, so
Nice.
Good job. Good job.
I appreciate it. I love this. I do have some raps. I can spit a quick little
That's
rap
all
for
right.
you guys.
We don't have to do that.
Yeah, I don't blame you.
Yeah, we ain't gonna rap battle right now. No.
I knew a crazy guy.
You
He
get all
wasn't
those at
homeless yet.
Bonnaroo, Electric Forest.
I go to Summer Camp Music Festival. I've been going there for the
Summer
last 3 years. I love it there.
That's the dirtiest one, brother.
No, I've been to the Gathering of the Juggalos 4 times, and I think that might be the nastiest.
Yeah, that one's.
I've seen things there that no human being should ever see. I watched a guy cut his nipple off and eat it with my own eyes. Yeah.
Wow.
I think that was the gnarliest thing I've ever seen in my entire life.
I'm not gonna lie, dude.
It was very scary.
I want to put a little box around the bill of your hat and throw some like garden soil in it, and then have some actual flowers like pop out of that motherfucker.
Yeah,
You
we're
know?
missing some. It's pretty loaded up.
Yeah, man. That'd be
It's-
cool.
I love it.
Have you ever caught like butterflies like walking with you because you got like all these butterflies on there? You're
yeah.
just like a Disney princess, and you're like, oh.
I've had them fly on me before.
That'd be dope. You just got a trail of butterflies, and your girlfriend's just like super jealous. You know what I mean? Like, what the fuck? You know?
You know?
I knew a crazy guy that wasn't homeless yet, but I mean, it would have made sense. It would have added up. But his crazy stuff that he would say, he tried to tell me that Marvel was going to cast him as Azazel or Azrael, whichever, the demonic X-Man. He was like, that's going to
Azazel.
happen. He's like, that's going to fucking happen. I'm like, okay. And then a few years before he did that one, I had bumped into him, and he claimed that he had invented some form of jetpack that used magnetism, but a local priest or pastor that was FBI was using his connections to local government here to suppress this man's technology. And then a woman who was not visibly on drugs walked up all smiley as his friend and or girlfriend and was like, yeah, and was acting normal. It was like, it made no fucking sense. It's like, do you know what he just told me 5 seconds before you walked up like you guys are together? Are you looking out for him? Is it your drugs? Are you injecting him in the head? Are you Dahmering? Did he escape your basement and he's just everyone's ignoring it? I didn't know what to make of it. Turns out women just do that. They'll just hang out with meth heads for like a bit. They're not on meth. What are you doing here?
We'll stay on the homeless kick. So
Yeah, let's.
I'll show a picture, but it highly will get taken down on YouTube. But yeah, so hang on. So here's, you can pass this phone down and around. Yeah, so that's a homeless guy with his drawers down.
Dude, that is raw.
Sleeping.
You definitely
in
are not able to show that on
Sleeping
YouTube.
in public as I'm just like walking. He's on a bench.
That's
Pants
a
are down.
nutsack.
Nuts are out.
Wait, can I airdrop this to me?
Yeah.
This guy's got to take the
This is
picture and
in-
run.
This is Denver, Colorado,
What's he need the
dude.
picture for?
I'm like, oh my God, click. You know what I mean? Like, this is wild. My friends had like left me. You know, they were going to go. We got scooters and then we drove all around Denver, just fucking around. And then I come across this guy and I'm like, see what I find when you guys aren't with me. And they're
I got it.
Nice.
I got it.
Package secured.
Okay, first of all, how the fuck are you gonna view that on that?
I was just like, what'd you just do to my phone, dude?
That's my phone.
I've seen the nuts already. Brooks showed me
Thank
before,
you.
but
Oh, yeah, he's acting like I need a zoom in.
no. Okay, you can
the brown
look. You
tunnel.
can show your screen to the camera.
And mine's
He
broken.
actually
How do you
gave
know
me
you
more
got it for
detail
one?
than
I got it. For sure I got it.
Is the
but-
only clear part on your screen where the nuts were
Can
hanging
you even
out?
see it?
I can see it. Yeah, it's right there.
What the fuck's up with that, dude?
just
You
gotta
got like
drag
no
it a little
screen
bit,
there.
You know? You just gotta drag
That
it a
thing's
little bit.
busted, bud.
I have a MacBook that I've been using to like text people, but I can only text people with iPhones.
One time,
iPhone gang.
I had
I'm saying.
I had $2 in quarters from my bowling alley job to go rent DVDs from the family video, and I was headed there real late at night. And this homeless guy stopped me and was like, "Hey man, I just need $1, man. Just $1. You know, you get, man, this is a bad night." And I'm like, "Oh yeah, man. I mean that means I can only rent one movie and I can't get a soda, but fuck it." And I gave him, and as I'm dropping the 2 quarters into his hand, he goes, "I'm so hungry I could eat the dead south side of a dead nit." And said the N-word. And I wanted to just take the money back, but then I'd be in an altercation with a homeless man. So I just said yes and went to family video.
A
Just said
racist
yes.
homeless man.
Right? Why can't they be virtuous like us? This is why I agree with Joe Rogan and them's idea of getting rid of them. Just get rid of them. They're dangerous and on drugs, and it makes my rich family uncomfortable. Just fucking get rid of them.
No more homeless people. Just
It's easy. They don't even, but some of them don't even have guns and stuff. Just go get them.
They can't defend themselves.
I'm sick of the cops acting scared all the time. I invested in this. Let's go to war with poor people. He said a slur. I'm the good guy.
Valid. I knew a homeless guy who got hit by a train and somehow survived. He's like 4.5 feet tall, but he always had his pants up to his tits. They called him Dank. And he didn't even smoke pot.
It was his smell then.
Yeah.
If he was 4.5 foot tall and wore his pants weird, was that before the train
This is
accident?
after. I didn't know him before.
So do you think
He was a
it's-
normal guy before this.
He was physically?
Yeah, after he got hit.
Okay,
I don't know
now
if it
he-
shrunk him or what, but he got
now
hit
he
by a
looks
train
like,
and survived.
Hank
This
Hill's
is in
dad.
Beardstown. This is a real guy who lives over in Beardstown.
Jesus.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Shout out Dank.
Shout out to
Yeah,
Dave.
what up, railroad?
I didn't know he's still
survivor.
alive.
That's wild.
Now, is this, I hear this myth that what the homeless people are doing on the train tracks is falling asleep and not attempting to get hit by a train. Am I right in thinking that it's a fantasy that homeless people are passing out and falling asleep on the jagged rocks and vibrating metal at night in the cold?
Heroin.
It could be heroin, but it
Ketamine.
seems like maybe locals like to tell themselves, we don't have a bunch of people marching off to the train tracks to handle their one issue. They fell asleep. They went with little Betty by.
They're just ahead of you on that curve. That's all this is. They hate homeless people just as much as you do. They just took action.
I'm this close
He
to
hates,
getting
he
them.
hates homeless people and Amish people.
There's only one correct way to live, and
He's
everyone
like,
else
you
is
broke
getting it wrong."
motherfucker. Why don't you just build a house, stupid
Yeah,
idiot?
Dumbass. He chose this because he likes drugs. He knows that drugs are outside and they're never in houses.
Drugs are bad. Okay.
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 Drugs are bad. Okay.
Yeah.
Copyright strike, you're
Yep.
fucked.
Yeah.
Gimmick infringement.
Way to go.
Demonetized first video.
Damn it, Bobby.
I think that's an
Damn it,
accomplishment.
Daniel.
Huh?
That's an accomplishment. We did good.
Yeah.
Good job.
I got another story about another homeless guy from Beardstown.
Go for it.
This guy, he's an older guy. He's passed away, but
Rift City on these fucking hobos.
at the time we was about 16 years old, and this old guy's walking down the street, and this kid I used to hang out with, his dad like called him over, and he come over and said that he'd just come from Texas off the train, because we got BNSF over there, you know, trains coming through all the time, Beardstown, and this guy said he was part of the Freight Train Riders of America, and he's a funny guy.
Is he unionized? What the
No,
fuck?
dude, this is a homeless guy who literally just traveled the country. Like, it got to a point where, like, my buddy's dad, like, threw an arm around him, and then they were building houses and shit together. But he's homeless, living in a fucking tent on this, like, compound outside of town with all these campers and sheds and shit. I can't make this up. So, anyway, he used to say the funniest shit. I think the funniest thing I ever heard this guy say, that was, "Fuck, shit, piss, I never miss." But he had some wild stories, man, about getting on the trains and just riding them and going place to place.
Did
Real
he-
Tom Sawyer
This is a real
shit.
guy. Yeah, like, and this guy's like 50 years old at the time. I mean,
Did
I
he
don't know how the
have-
fuck he did it, because I'm tired walking around town, you know, what the fuck?
Did he have
Coming
a
here was tiring.
folksy, semi-Buddhist code that he kept to
Yeah.
on the trains that he would apply to other train folk?
Oh yeah, 100%.
Oh, I'm
man.
sure.
Oh
he
yeah.
he kind of looked like,
That's how I
he looked like a
understand
tall
him.
Charles Manson almost.
You could probably
makes
get on
sense.
Reddit right now and find out like the hobo train talk. Like that's
mean,
hell.
you
That's the
can-
name of this podcast.
You can
Hobo
definitely
train talk.
You can definitely look
This
up the
episode,
hobo
for
train
sure.
talk of the past, but I am curious as to what the hobo train talk of today would be.
It's
Gonzo,
us, baby. Read 'em and weep.
Gonzo,
What up?
how many other homeless people from Beardstown do you know of?
It would be fentanyl mutterings,
Well,
I think.
I mean, I used to
nowadays.
be homeless.
Fentanyl mutterings.
I used to, I got a pretty wild story, man. When I was 16, I got pretty well, like, groomed into the drug scene by a bunch of adults. And they had us run, me and a bunch of my buddies, man, they had us as, like, these little foot soldiers. And, you know, I look back on it now, and it kind of pisses me off because, you know, they kind of took my innocence away in a way, like, but, you know, at that point, you know, I was couch surfing all over the place, dropped out of school, started doing rap full time. I thought that was going to be my career. Look at me now. Holy shit, what a mess.
My
Doing
barber
pretty
does
good
that.
now, but
So-
it took a lot to get here.
My
So
barber's
then-
a rapper.
You?
My barber,
You're a barber. What's your barber's name? I might know him.
Jamari.
Jamar? Yeah? Jackson?
Yeah.
So
I've never got a haircut from him. It doesn't look like he
Well,
cuts
now
your
we
hair at
gotta
all,
cut
though.
that- Now we gotta cut that part
What the hell does he
out.
do? Just slap you on the back of the head, send you out the door, or what?
I'm getting one tomorrow, dude.
Matter
Chill
of
out.
fact, man.
so
I know he cuts hair pretty well. I've seen him on Snapchat.
Oh yeah.
I don't know him
He's a good
personally,
rapper
but-
too, dude.
Yeah,
His
yeah.
R&B is gas.
Really? Yeah, I'll have to
Yeah,
link up with him
fuck
one
yeah.
of these days.
Is he
I
K-pop
fuck to his
inspired?
music sometimes.
I hosted a show here in November. It was a lot of fun.
So what you're telling me, just to backtrack a little bit, is that you grew up to be the homeless whisperer of Beardstown.
Pretty well, yeah. I know a lot of people, man. I like to mingle and meet new people. Like, this is awesome. I ain't never caught none of your guys' names yet, but you know mine. I know you, obviously.
I think I know you. You know me.
Gonzo.
I'm Brooke.
Brooke,
Yeah.
nice to meet you, man.
What's up,
Gonzo.
good.
I'm Dan.
Dan, Gonzo,
Reed.
Reed, Dan.
I needed to figure out his name.
Michael.
I hadn't heard it for
Annie
like
Graff.
3 weeks,
That's
4
right.
weeks.
The guy with 2 first names, Mr. Michael Kyle.
That's like Ricky Bobby, but cooler.
Tyler Michael Scott.
Oh, my
I got 3 first names. Beat that, buddy.
I thought he had a serial killer name, but he's just got the last name in the middle instead. Bastard.
2 first names at the front and back, and then the last name's in the middle.
It's ridiculous. There's not even a joke there about how you're a serial killer.
There
It's just
isn't.
wrong.
Yeah, let's
You
move
just
on.
fucked up his name for no reason. We didn't get any profit out of your fucked up name, Michael.
It's asshole proof.
Bullshit. Who here has a stupid name I can make fun of? Are you inspired by the porn sites or the Muppet?
I'm actually inspired. Well, the name came because we used to eat a lot of LSD, and I'd say some pretty wacky, off-the-wall shit. And one day, my buddy was like, "You're Gonzo, dude."
Okay.
And everybody in the room was like, "Oh shit!" I was like, "You are Gonzo." So it just
Okay,
kind of
it's more of
stuck. But I like to think the inspiration comes from Hunter S. Thompson.
Yeah, Hunter. I was
Yeah.
about to say
Fear
that's
and Loathing
more of a
kind of
Hunter S.
vibe for
Thompson
sure.
thing.
Yeah, I love that. Yeah,
It is.
that dude is one of the craziest guys I think that's ever lived, for sure.
Yeah.
Apparently, he shot, like, when he died, he was cremated, and they shot his ashes over the Grand Canyon.
Yep.
Who the fuck does that?
And he thought it was really important that the fist holding the peyote had 2 thumbs. And he cussed out the artist that he always worked with. He was like, "God damn it, I've told you a million fucking times." But I think my favorite quote of his is, "It's probably best for everyone if I just smoke a joint, calm down." So
Sounds
imagine
like
you're
me,
known
man.
for firing off guns all the time. It's like, "What's your job? Are you like a veteran?" It's like, "I do stories. I do stories about like sporting events and gambling and stuff." It's like, "What the fuck do you have a rifle for?" You're just
What do you need a suitcase full of drugs for? Like,
acting like you're
that's wild.
doing dark magics. It's like, well, I'm talking about the Derby.
Wild.
You got any material prepared for us, Michael?
I'm not a comic. I'm just happy to be here.
Oh yeah. Shit.
I just have an arsenal full of dad jokes. I'm just here for talk.
All right, bust them out, buddy.
Yeah.
Okay, what fruit likes to go down the slide? A kiwi.
I didn't get a chance to fucking guess, but
You gotta be quick
got your
around here,
laughs.
boy. You got a dad joke?
Number 2. Let's hear number 2.
Now I'm on the spot. Now you gotta give me a second. I was just like, oh, I'm
I got-
dad jokes, and all of a sudden I'm like,
He had
fuck.
that one in the chamber. He
I
was-
did.
he
That's
was
my
ready.
newest one, and it's
I got a pretty
hilarious.
dark one.
A dark one?
Oh, it's very dark.
All right, let's hear it.
What do you tell a girl with 2 black eyes? Nothing. You already told her twice.
I've heard that one.
Yeah.
That's terrible.
I've heard it. Mostly at workplaces by other employees.
I bet they're all
Typically where you hear
alcoholics.
that kind of thing.
They go home and beat their wives after.
Yeah,
huh?
they do.
Some of them, you know they do. They don't even have to tell the joke. You just look at them. You're like, uh-oh. He's got a bad face. He's going to hit somebody, and it ain't me.
Bad mother, shut your mouth. Michael, you got any dad jokes?
What do you get when you cross a cow and a deactivated bomb? Milk duds.
I would do that to the audience at an open mic. Just be like, and that's how it works. And you go,
You guys don't get it.
you know what, fuck you guys too.
What do you call a cow that's, you know?
Why would you do that? You know, there's a kid here. I don't know
That's
why you
why
have
I
to be
didn't say
dirty.
it. Beef
Don't even doing the
stroganoff.
motions worse.
Don't you know that kids don't have eyes? Idiot.
Idiot.
Well, I was gonna say earmuffs, and then I'm like, I don't know. And he's like, yeah, I was just gauging the crowd. Don't put this on me.
It's the movie review segment part of the show. Who here saw a movie recently? Gonzo and Reed and Devin all rose their hand, and I brought it up, so I'm going to pick Gonzo. What movie you saw recently?
I can't think of the name of it. I love movies though.
God damn it. What movie did you see?
Well, the new Deadpool versus Wolverine was pretty bad.
I
Wolverine
didn't
was
see that
badass.
one.
Oh man, you're
That's
sleeping. Yeah, you gotta watch
Uh,
that. You're missing out. That's
How
a
do
great
you
movie.
feel about superheroes, but if you had to pick, would you rather every movie make them wear black leather and look really tough and it's for 30-year-olds, or every movie they wear the tight spandex and it seems appropriate for 8-year-olds to go see? If they had to pick one of those.
That's a
Well,
tough
now that I'm
question.
over 8, I would say, what's going on?
What's the question?
Would you rather every time you go see Superman or Spider-Man or the Fantastic Four, they all have 5 o'clock shadow and like they're all wearing gray and they all hate each other and they want to fight the whole time? Or would you like to bring a kid to a place that's got less angry 30-year-olds in it, and then he can have a good time watching people with colors fight for a reason?
With colors?
You know, colors in the film instead of gray. Do you like it? Because I like it when they try to make it like more for the kids, but a ton of people are like, but I want superheroes to not be for kids. And there's like this big war right now. Anytime a movie comes out, if it gets split in half the people are like, this is gay. And the other half is like, you know, it depends on which one's released. But if you get one of the gray ones, they're like, this is one of the best ones of all time. And you get one of the colorful ones, about half the audience calls it gay.
I thought Hancock was pretty good.
Hancock was pretty
Fire.
good.
Very good.
Kick Ass. That's a good one too.
Kick ass.
I haven't seen that one in a long either of those in a long time.
Oh, what's that one with the dude where he's got the wrench and he's just running around beating the shit out of
Bring
people
that
with
one
it?
up. I think it's called Super. And yeah, in that
That's
one,
an amazing movie.
yeah, he's just loopy enough to decide he's a superhero.
Yeah.
That's Dwight from The Office. And it's the
Yup.
same director, I believe it is, as Guardians of the Galaxy and the new Superman.
Fire.
That's where that guy came from. Trauma, yeah, with that. What's that guy's name? That he, yeah.
What about Howard?
yeah,
what,
like-
what about Howard the Duck though? You ever seen that? The '80s original movie. He's actually part of the Guardians of the Galaxy. Did you know that?
I know he's like he runs around, does
That
all kinds
movie's
of stuff
fire.
in
That's
the
one of my
comics
favorites.
to this day. I still haven't seen that 80s movie.
Gotta watch it.
George Lucas was trying to make that stuff work, and I'll
Very
look
good.
into it, but my understanding of it is that basically like an anthropomorphized cartoon duck tries to fuck a lady a whole bunch in the movie. And that's
That's
like the
awesome.
main thing.
It's awesome.
They got George Lucas of Star Wars to get in there and make sure this works.
It does.
He put a lot of money into this
a
duck fucking
classic.
movie.
I will die on that hill. That movie's a classic.
I like George Lucas, where depending on who you talk to, you get a completely different version. Where sometimes you hear that he's like a complete genius and he invents entire worlds of his own mind. He's got all the discipline in the world. And you talk to someone else and they're like, he seems confused. He seems fucking very confused. Do you remember when he said that his movie Red Tails was the first all-black movie in like 2013? And he said that to Oprah's face. Did he have a stroke?
Is he alive?
Yeah, I think he's still alive. I think that
Is he
Disney
actually?
money kept him going for a minute. Enough Diet Coke and salad to last him another 20 years.
Dude. Disney. Fuck Disney for buying Star Wars.
He called
I
them
hate
slave
Disney.
drivers for it. It's a hilarious thing for a guy getting paid billions of dollars to say, you fucking slave drivers. And in your golden bathtub getting fat. I think my favorite thing about George Lucas, you know, fuck that. That's less interesting. There's a weird commercial. I want to talk about a weird commercial that bothers only me because of a movie I saw. THX 1138 is this like cheap science fiction movie that George Lucas made basically out of film school. And it's like a dystopian thing where everyone's shaved bald and they're on pills and shit. And they're not allowed to have emotions. And then they watch these holograms all day. And they just turn their brain off. And the holograms are all blue light like in Star Wars. But anytime you look at the holograms, the actors in them are always black. And it's all kinds of shows. There's like porn, there's like violence, there's like dumb game show. But they're addicted to watching this shit. And at one point, he gets out of like his weird apartment and meets some other guy, and they're running around, they're trying to get like free. And they run into a black guy, and he says, "I'm a hologram." And showing how racism works in this sci-fi world, because it's made in the 60s, or, you know, it's going to be pretty, or 70s, yes, 60s. It's going to be in the depths of like a racist, you know, subtext or whatever. So this guy legit thinks he's a hologram. That's what they think. Recently, I think it's Best Buy has an ad campaign where they don't have like employees that pop up on a blue hologram. It's just one black guy, but in a over like a what do you call it? Coveralls, like in that movie. And he's only ever a hologram. There's not another commercial where he's like at Best Buy and he's like, I gotta do this hologram thing or anything. It's just people in their living room, and then the weird THX 1138 hologram that was about racism pops up, and I get so and I can't talk to anyone about it because they haven't seen that movie and they think I sound insane. I'm like, no, there's a super specific,
Very
allegory
Well,
to racism that they are ripping off and doing no work on. It's making me super uncomfortable.
I'm really glad you brought up a movie that nobody's fucking seen.
No one will watch
That's really
it.
good.
I'm on a quest.
Very
to find-
relatable, you know?
I
Love
always
that.
try.
Thank you.
I asked someone to bring up a movie people saw. When I don't remember.
Actually,
what they
you
said.
asked this guy, and then you went on a tangent about a fucking movie that you saw 20 years
Yeah,
ago.
no one else
You.
has seen.
He was
Were we
Nobody
done
else.
with his movie?
He was more vested in leather tights. I get it. His mind's elsewhere. It's fine.
Terrifier 3 was fucking awesome. I don't know
He
if
said,
anybody's
leather
I still
didn't
haven't
get you,
seen
let's
those
talk
ones.
about racism.
Again, yeah. But this time not the Amish. This time Best Buy being racist.
Is Amish a race or is that a creed? A religion? Okay.
Then it's fine for me to
asked
hate them.
Google.
That's
It's
not how that
completely.
works.
It's completely.
That's not how that works.
I have complete reign to have whatever feelings I want about it
Hell yeah.
because
They've
they
got-
chose it.
All right.
They've
Maybe
got
I'm
really
not an
nice
alcoholic.
homemade stuff.
Yeah, I do actually want
Their
some
homemade
Amish
stuff is pretty fire. I
Don't
will
they
buy
have
it.
fireplaces that are like weird and fancy?
I don't know. I buy their jams mainly. Once in a blue moon, I'll just
I
be
do
like,
wanna
this
buy their
jam
stuff.
looks delicious. And it is. And that's all I have on Amish people, really. They haven't bothered me much. They're
It was
busy
just
carrying
neat.
barns across fields.
It was the Mennonites growing up where I kind of had to constantly ask questions about them because, like, the guy would be wearing a WWE shirt and a NASCAR hat, but the woman would be Little House on the Prairie, and I'd have to like try to figure out what was going on.
Well, that was a swing and a mish. Get it?
Mish?
Nope, I didn't.
Amish?
You found your
Okay.
mish.
I thought of Minch, and I was
swing
like,
and
no,
a mish.
that's not bad.
And Amish.
You found
I've,
your other
I've been
dad
doing
joke.
comedy for about 6
didn't hear a
months
word you
now.
said.
If you have to explain it, it's not funny.
That's not
I'm just
always the
saying.
case.
That's not always true.
There's certain jokes that had to be put in books because if you said them, everyone would be an asshole about it. But if you wrote it in a book, those they do well. He should have written that in a book.
I'd probably ate the book.
You would eat the book? What's that mean?
I don't know. It's a phrase that I've heard. Like, you're buying books, and all they want to do is eat them. I had an old 7-year-old boss say that to me, and I'm like, I know, dude.
You might just be fucking crazy.
You know, he's like, they're so far behind, they think they're ahead.
He's definitely fucking crazy.
Crazy bosses.
Crazy? I was crazy once. They put me in a room, a
Shut
rubber room.
up.
That room was filled with rats, rubber rats. Them damn rats drove me crazy.
I was
Crazy?
trying to
I was
figure out if
crazy
anyone
once.
had a crazy
they put me in a
boss.
room, a rubber room. That room was filled with rats, rubber rats. Them damn rats drove me crazy.
Over
crazy?
under on
I was
how many
crazy
times
once.
he's gonna do this.
Yeah.
4.
I can't gamble right now, but it does make you want to. Because it feels like you can't stop it.
Gambling's
South
my
by
other
South.
addiction.
That and drunk driving.
Yeah, and having
Having
seizures.
your
Man,
damn
you're
seizures.
just
Dude,
a
I
triple
fucking-
threat.
Seizure boy.
Watch out.
The craziest boss I had, I would have to say, okay, yeah, the craziest boss I had was one that bragged about having her cousin killed all the time. She worked at a hotel, and she would just like brag. Either that she killed she didn't do the killing, is what I remember. Either she had her cousin killed, or her cousin killed somebody. But like, I think someone in the building at one point asked. They said, "Something's missing. Do you know where it is?" And she said, "I kill. I don't steal." And I don't know why
Okay.
that would be better. Like I'd fire her for the killing more than the stealing.
She's like, yeah, straight
Welcome
up
to the shit show, by the way.
prison talk.
But
Hey, party people, how we doing? Nodding in approval. That's good. Thank you.
Nice. Very nice.
That guy's a killer. You better watch it. Hey, Germ, do you remember old Greg, the homeless guy who used to ride freight trains? Me and this guy grew up together in Beerstown. I've known this guy for, I don't even know, 15, 16 years. He's seen some shit.
Put the spotlight on him.
Yeah, turn the camera.
I do want to hear more about that homeless guy. I want to study the homeless and the Amish. And there's a bunch of people I got to study.
What?
Okay, does anyone else have a crazy boss or had a crazy boss?
I got one, but I can't tell it. It's so bad. Might get me in trouble.
All right, then don't fucking bring it up. Huh?
Well,
Yeah, fuck you. How dare you?
now we want to hear about it.
there was one time, I don't know if
You
you
better
ever,
fucking tell us
I don't know
now.
if you've ever smoked K2, but that's fucking stupid. One time we smoked some K2 and then went back to work, and this is a sanitation over at Cargill. And, you know, you're washing the floors and everything, and this fucking stinks, and you just soak them wet all the time. And yeah, I mean, I seen some shit out there. There was this one guy, he would, I'm not kidding, he'd shoot up heroin in the locker room and then go down to the floor and like pass out and like puke and shit. People just wash it off him. I swear to God. The bosses out there didn't care. So
You know what that makes me
I guess
want
we
to
had some
do?
crazy
Go
bosses
out, get
there.
some bacon right now. Some locally sourced bacon.
This makes me
The
want
things
pork
I've
chops.
seen, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. Beardstown, I don't know if you've ever been there, but that place
Yeah,
is the
we all
staple
have.
of crazy, for sure.
Oh yeah, they take that 25-mile-an-hour limit
Just passing.
for fucking real, dude. It's in town, bro. In town's like 3 miles long.
Yeah.
God. I just recently had to work there, dude. It's not. It's
It's a,
my-
ce-
my
it's, it's
hatred
a
for
cesspool, dude. I
yeah.
won't lie. I'm from there, but I hate that place.
Yeah, my time there was very short, but the traffic is.
Worst job you ever had? Because Cargill would be fucking up
That's,
there.
that's
the
the
worst
one. JBS
So we
was
don't
where
have to
I
ask
worked.
you.
But I was in sanitation also. They both sucked.
All right. Worst job you ever had, Brooke?
Pizza Records.
Shit. You dirty bastard.
I don't know, man. I really haven't had a bad job, like, because seriously, I mean, one of my first jobs was I mean, if we go legit, it was 12 years old. I didn't like working at Midwest Linen Recovery
I
in
think
Franklin.
that's illegal.
But yeah, I was getting paid $1 an hour. That was dope. But then I worked at Hamilton's Catering, and what was funny is
Back when there was a point to having a kid.
Carrie Funk thought, you know, in A Christmas Story where the dude sticks his tongue to the metal pole? Well, Carrie Funk thought that was a myth. So we're fucking dead of winter right now delivering China to the thing that's down the road in Franklin. And he's like, oh, it's a myth. And he straight up sticks his tongue to it, dude, and couldn't pull it off. And I instantly die laughing, okay? And he's like, oh, God. And so I had to go into Hamilton's and get like a ladle and like warm water and like throw it like on his tongue. And then he like ended up pulling away from it. And there was like a dime size skin from his tongue that was stuck to the pole because it wouldn't come off. And he got to clock out that day and go home and soak his mouth in peroxide for like 5 hours. So don't stick your tongue to a pole. Don't.
When
stick
I
your
first
tongue
saw
to a
that
pole.
movie, I was like, never doing that.
Yeah, me
I'm not
either.
a fucking idiot.
Is it Dumb and Dumber where he sticks his tongue to a pole and he like stretches it back? What movie is that where he like it's like super long or something? Yes. Yeah. He's like.
It's
So
like your
you're-
first response to watching Texas Chainsaw Massacre is to go like, I'm gonna go hitchhiking through the South immediately. This is such a
At
weird
dark,
response
at
to
dark, yeah,
seeing
dark.
something fucked up on a screen. Yeah.
Nothing.
Let's go find out. That's a myth.
So your least favorite job was when someone convinced you and your parents to be involved with illegal child labor?
Who, me?
Yeah.
Do you
said
not
you were
remember what
12.
you were talking
I can
about?
see that being a bad job.
I'm like, what the fuck are you talking? I don't know. I was 12, man. I was making money. I didn't care. I started
$1
smoking
an
weed
hour.
at 12.
That's
you know?
really
Take
good.
your hat
fucking,
off, boy. That's a
that's
god.
I was
bread
making
all
money,
day.
dude.
I bet you drive a Benz now. That's
Hell
crazy.
No. Hell no. But
Reed, worst job you ever had?
I've only had 3 jobs in my whole life,
Yeah.
what?
and they're not that bad, actually.
Yeah.
Mackle?
Were you gonna say one or what?
Have I been out of my
I've
job
been
long enough
a
to not get
lifeguard,
sued
a
for
bar
talking
back,
about it?
and I've been an apprentice for HVAC and plumbing.
I don't think I signed it.
What do you do now? No job?
HVAC and plumbing, dude.
Okay,
I'm
good.
still in that one.
There you go.
I'm 21. How old are you?
I'm 29.
29, yeah.
Yeah. Look at you. You got way more of a beard than I do. What the hell's going on?
Just,
It's probably the native. I don't know.
happens.
Yeah, we should have sat like, you, then you, or no, you, then you.
Little
then
man
you,
over there's got a
then
set. We're
then
gonna get him up
yeah.
here eventually.
There's nothing stopping us from a Chinese fire
I
drill right
really
now.
don't want him
He's
up here.
he's ready to
Did you
break his
notice?
comedy streak. We're gonna get him up here. He's a cool little dude.
Looking fresh.
All right, fuck it.
Took
I don't
4
care.
inches off my beard.
Well, you don't like him?
Is somebody want
I
my
don't know him.
microphone?
What's going on?
Because I can't get a word in edgewise anymore.
She just leaned over to him and said, "They're talking shit to you."
And he just fucking throws that.
He's
fucking-
unfazed.
What is he supposed to do about it?
Oh, you're about to find
What?
out, dog.
That's a little shit talker right there, dude. He's got a mouth on him. He's funny.
Some of the best stand-up we've had on this stage thus far was a little boy. We had a rough night, and a little boy came up and closed by talking shit about Mario, saying he looked like a pervert. And his delivery and his persona and his timing, everything was fucking impeccable. He killed. So,
It's probably the best joke of the night, to be honest.
yeah, it was.
It crushed every adult's spirits.
Yeah,
that
there was a handful of other people there that night. It was not a dead night.
No,
That's
it
why we let the
wasn't. It
kid
was
go up. It was like a fun night, and then it was just simpler, more direct approach worked better than all of us trying something. Just call Mario a pedophile. He's right there.
PDF file. All right, does that
It's like
wrap
giving,
it up?
It's like giving Voldemort more power every time you say
Get the
sewer
kid
slide.
up here.
Hey, kid in the flannel.
Get it,
come
get up
on
here, boy.
here.
It's your
Give it
turn,
up
buddy.
for Macaulay Culkin.
I wish you could see his face.
Does he not want to come up here?
Uh-oh.
You don't want to deal with all them? Well,
Fair enough.
I'll stay up here with you if you want, dude. Get
All right.
up here.
He doesn't want to come up.
He's too shy.
It's okay.
That's all right. He's just enjoying the show. It's all good.
There will be a minute.
If
when
anybody
we're-
else got something,
there will be a minute when
Yeah,
we
you
get
can
off
have
here.
this mic. 'Cause
Jake, I know you got some
I'm
pretty wild
outta
stories, dude. Get up
here.
here.
Bye, Brett.
Bye.
It's open, so.
We got an
Germ?
open seat who's going to join us and talk shit.
I'll see most of you Sunday. Yeah.
Yep.
No.
Yeah.
And my mother birthday's Monday.
Happy early birthday.
I'm gonna turn the big 4-0.
Hey, yo.
Hey, yo.
Ooh.
AARP. Coming in clutch.
Are people gonna put stuff in your butt now?
You.
What?
Hey, you better get your prostate checked.
No.
No, I'm not 40 yet.
Yeah. No, we haven't done that. We're straight. You have to get your prostate checked.
I'm sure I'll see you again. I'll be back.
You guys have fun?
All right. Is this thing? Yeah, it is on.
Yeah, there you go.
You just got to get up on it.
It's a little.
Has anybody ever seen? Have you guys seen Black Mirror?
I've
I watched like the first episode. with the
looked into
politician.
Oh
plots.
man, that's an amazing show. Well, I was gonna say, what's up with that episode where the two buddies are in like virtual reality and then they end up like hooking up with each other in there and then like fall in love?
I have no idea.
That
what
seems
you're talking
like-
about, dude.
If you watch past
It
the
is
first
8 up.
episode, you will.
It's 8 up,
Must be
man.
the second episode.
That entire show is a trip, big trip.
The guy asked to have sex with a pig at one point, right?
That's right. Yeah, that's the big
classic.
episode.
The first episode.
Classic. Classic. That's how the world turns, man. You got to get a guy in a suit to fuck a pig. That's what keeps
There
gas
you go.
prices low. That's why I hate Biden. Not enough guys fucking pigs on camera. Gas goes up.
That's true.
These coward Democrats won't do what needs to be done for America. Thank you.
That was really good.
Got you.
You should enter a contest. That was really.
That's another.
Squeal like big
That's
for
awesome.
Danny.
That's another group I'm bigoted against.
Well,
is
I
the
worked at
pig
JBS
farmers.
for 4 years, so
So you know.
I worked livestock. I got them when they
like
came
a
off the
progression.
trucks.
4?
I'd take a hammer and dip it in ink, and
That
I'd
you're
beat the
bigger
shit
than
out of them when they came off the truck, and I'd like print a number into their skin. And that's how they identified them for what
That's
truck they came from. It was badass, dude. I just took my frustrations
George
out on
Lucas.
hogs all day, and then I go home and crank my hog.
What?
Never mind.
I didn't catch it.
Forget it. I didn't say anything.
What's going on right here? I don't know. We and Dan were talking. I didn't get any of that.
We muttered for a moment.
It was intense and
it sounded
confusing,
like it.
and
It sounded like it.
now you're
I don't like
up to
having
speed.
to lean over on this thing. I'm old.
I'll switch seats. You want? You want to sit on the couch?
No, it's all right, buddy. I'll manage. I'll survive.
I'll turn it
It's
up
just
a little
it's
bit.
a lot of.
Would you rather, if aliens invaded, be forced to build real pyramids or maintain yourselves as human pyramids?
Can you say that again?
When the aliens invade, would you rather them force you to build real pyramids or force you to maintain a human pyramid with your body?
Everything you say is hard to follow.
I got the first part. I need you to describe the
Option fucking A. The fucking aliens
I
make you
understand
build.
option A.
Shut the fuck up until I'm done. This is the reason you don't understand anything, Michael. The aliens come down and they want to focus their energy with nodes. The nodes are made of stone and they're shaped like pyramids. But
Right.
But option B, you create what everyone's already seen before in their life since they were 6, a human pyramid where the node is smaller yet more powerful because it has human energy in it. Would you rather build pyramids for the rest of your life or live in a human pyramid for the rest of your life?
B.
This is a complicated question for just a sound guy.
You.
Well, I see.
Yeah, that's a good question. Are we sewn to the other people?
I imagine like a bunch of like a cheerleader style pyramid where they're like stacked like
Yeah.
knees to elbows, you know?
Right, but are we sewn to them? You know, that's
Oof.
In option 1, if you slow down, you get shocked to keep building the pyramid. But in option B, there is a steady shock to maintain a current between you and the other humans, so you keep shape, and there's something keeping you guys lumped together.
You made this sound like it was really simple at first, but now it's becoming more.
I just
I'm
want to
getting
know which
more-
one you want to do.
I'm more confused, Dan. I can't
there's
choose.
a lot of pros and cons, you know.
I mean, forced labor for the rest of your life sucks.
But it would also suck to be forced to live in a human pyramid for the rest of your life, so...
Live in it or be like, are you talking about like cheerleading human pyramid? Or
Cheerleading human pyramid like you're
Yeah.
stuck just in a pile like that.
Yeah. I mean,
Option-
I guess if I'm on the top of the pyramid where I don't have to carry
Yeah.
anybody, then I'm probably going with B.
Okay, that makes sense.
But I'm kind of a bigger guy, so I'll probably be like middle or bottom.
Yeah, so then you'd have to say, fuck it, I'm building pyramids.
Yeah, probably.
Okay, we have
Option-
answer from Devin. He would like to build pyramids unless he gets the middle part, top part of the pyramid. Thank you.
Option C, I have to piss.
Okay, that's fine. I accept that option. The
Read,
aliens
everybody.
won't.
TMI.
The aliens won't accept that option. Their ear piss is valuable to them. Mike, old Mike, would you rather that one of the two things I said?
Hold my hand. Option A.
Yeah,
I'll build pyramids.
nice, makes sense.
He's the
Yeah.
builder of worlds. Right?
Gonzo,
Oh, by the
I
way,
gotta go with A. I don't want to be attached to a bunch of people I don't fucking like
Thank
all day.
you.
What do you
Thank
mean?
you.
That's crazy talk.
see?
you just got to work with them.
Yeah, I'll
When
just
is-
work, dude. Manual
when-
labor ain't hard.
When does it turn into from a pyramid to a centipede? The human centipede.
I
Does
mean,
it
I'm
have
not
to-
an
Can
alien.
we talk about that though? What if we were okay? So a
Yeah, let's
human
just move on
centipede
to
scenario.
centipede.
Human centipede scenario. Where do you, I mean, obviously the front's the best option, but what if you were all the way at the back or in the middle? That would suck ass, wouldn't it?
If you're at the back, you have no guilt. If that's,
That's
something that gets at
fair.
you, where you're like, I'm
Yeah,
a bad
yeah. You're
fucking
just shitting on the
person,
floor. Yeah.
I shit on the floor, and I'm a victim. I
Yeah.
got nothing I got to walk away with here.
I feel like you'd be the first one to die, though. You know, you'd just be like violently sick.
Yeah, probably. Yeah.
You're getting somebody
That's
else's shit through.
That's the
your
second
mouth.
good part. Is by the time it's getting to you, you have one of two options.
I'm really sorry I brought that up.
It's either hyper filtered by the time it gets to you, so you're fine, or it's so much worse that you're going to die before the rest of them. You get an early out.
Right,
You
right.
got to pick the
Well,
back,
at the
because then
end-
you're the good guy.
At the
I
end, you're probably
apologize.
just stuck with peanuts and corn at that point, so then it's good again.
Yeah.
Again, I
It's fresh
apologize.
food again. Guys, this is offensive. Can we start talking about how we don't like the Amish again? We're just beginning to offend people.
We should get the Amish to build houses for the homeless people. That's how we solve it, right there. Great
I
minds.
knew that there was something they weren't doing.
Yeah, they're slacking.
I knew there was a reason I wanted to kick them out of the taco place every time I saw
He's
them.
gonna come back.
It's because they aren't helping the homeless.
Yeah.
Devin
I
needs
figured
a
it
little
out.
more gain.
I would trust a Amish man to build my house more than I would trust a Mexican man to mow my yard.
Say something, Devin.
Something.
A little bit. All right, a little bit more.
Okay.
How about now?
All right, Gator.
Looks like
I think
Yeah.
it needs a little more tune-up.
Yeah. You have plenty, I can tell you.
Yeah.
Yeah, we need to turn it down next time.
okay.
Maybe. I don't know. I forget that it's recording. It's not. Anyway, back to.
Is that better for you?
No, it's good, buddy. It was good before. It's fine.
Okay.
Yeah.
If
man,
you
the myth
could
lives.
Hey,
do-
Reed's back. How's your piss?
That's hot. Hold on.
It was
It's
good.
super hot.
Reed, you're gonna love this.
Have we changed topics? Because
Yeah.
I would love that.
If you could do any experiment on living people, what would you do?
Jesus Christ, what the fuck?
Old Adolf Hitler over here.
Holy shit.
Those other guys that got into that, he never knew anything about that. You should read more about that. Wow. So disrespectful.
You know, he would take twins and he would starve one. This is a real experiment they did. They took a pair of twins,
All right,
overfed one and starved the other to see the effects that it would have on them. That's terrible.
Well, they wanted to know what would happen if you
Nice.
starve someone. What happens if I starve someone? I think they get really hungry and sick and stuff. That's what I think happens. What if they have a twin? Will the psychic energy give them some of their fat? That's how they thought.
Obviously.
That's what we call a thesis. Or with a hypothesis. My fault. I'm stupid.
You were halfway there.
Yeah, that was close.
Pretty close.
That's the Beardstown in you right there.
Yeah, I'm a burnout.
Reed, what do you have to say, bud? And it's been a lot of Daniel talking about how the things he hates. What do you have to say, bud?
How about one of the things I hate?
Yeah.
You sold that blue bass
I
to
did.
my buddy,
Yeah.
and he had me come over, and it took like 3 hours to teach him Smoke on the Water.
Wow.
It was so hard. I was like, you're fucking stupid.
Yeah, it's about as easy as it gets.
Are you in a band or anything?
No, I just play bass, just fucking around, you know.
Yeah.
But I mean, oh my god.
Well, see, I know this is the dubstep producer right here. I mean, he kills it.
I don't produce
Well,
that
you
stuff.
the
I mix
mixer.
it.
Yeah, DJ.
Yeah, I don't want.
Your mixes are fire, though. I did listen to the whole SoundCloud link that you sent, and it was really good.
I appreciate that, bro. Thank you. I do play instruments, though. I've got a
What do
little
you play?
diddly I'm working on. What do I play?
Yeah.
A lot.
Recorder.
Yeah. So I'm classically trained on cello. I play guitar. I play bass. I can play drums, piano. I dabble in saxophone. And then
Why are you not producing?
I'm getting there.
We're working on it.
Yeah.
Shut the fuck
You need to.
Just because I can play guitar doesn't mean I can.
Dude,
mess around.
I am also classically trained in cello.
Nuh-uh.
I swear to God, yeah.
You guys just become
Sixth
best
grade
friends?
to senior year, dude. You trying to do karate in the garage?
Fuck yeah. Did you put your nuts on my fucking cello?
That's a good movie. Let's talk about that movie, huh?
It is a good one. Classic. Yeah.
Anything John C. Riley and Will Ferrell have done together is like iconic. Same. That's like Seth Rogen and James Franco. Iconic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's too bad James Franco went.
It is.
I'm not.
It's too bad.
Threw an
Whatever
arm
he did.
around a couple
Damn
of
it.
gals, you
It's
know.
not good.
Why did he do
'Cause
that?
he's funny, but yeah, that was a shame. I hate to see it.
If I was Seth Rogen, I would have just deep faked him onto a better guy and kept the ticket sales up. Just be like, this guy's a priest. He's such a great guy. He baptized my kid or something. And then you just put James Franco's face on him. You'll know on the press circuit. You go, look, this is Tim. He's awesome. And then, but you don't put Tim on the poster. Put James Franco's face on it.
Well,
Do that with.
are we about done? I think.
If you want to be.
I mean, yeah,
Yeah.
we can be done.
Good.
An hour's a good time, man.
Solid podcast.
I got a pretty fire rap. I think you guys would love it for real. I think we should end it on
It
this
is an
little rap.
open mic. It is an open mic.
I
I personally don't want to hear it, but it is
You'll
an
love
open mic.
this is awesome. You're gonna love
All
it.
right.
I
It's
said,
awesome. Okay.
I just want to be a made man with a made man, drinking lemonades made by a made man. And I ain't in it for the fame, fam, but the game's playing with a game plan. Hey, I'm taking aim, blam. Kidnap you in a damn van, fuck a Van Dam. You get blocked on the block like a damn. People get jelly when they're in the jam. I'm eating jelly and jam while jamming my jam. Are you jelly? But buckshot shells spread lead like butter to bread. So watch your head. I'm one step ahead, one step you're dead. Dude, I'm about to get extreme like Mountain Dew. So pay up what's due before these bullets blow through your Pabst Blue Ribbon shirt. Surely it's overdue. I'm over you and never caring about a Karen that's not Karen. It's a parent, she's got no parents. I swear she's swearing. But how to manage the manager? Goddamn, take a breath and breathe before you keel over or somebody kills you. Not me. Gotta say that for the record recording so I don't end up arrested later or unable to rest. Cause my bitch not giving an arrest either. I'm never right. That's why I left. I'm never right. That's why I left. Let bygones be bygones. Now she gone. By all these mistakes led to misstate. My mind has been misplaced. I missed that place. Gotta face the facts. Your face is erased. Facts so don't get sprained. I don't care if my wrist sprained and I'm in pain. You gon' get slain in plain sight on display. Cause of that diss you had to say. I just wanted to be a star. Instead I'm a starving artist. I'm so sick. About to pass out, man. I'm feeling nauseous. Oh, that's a fresh one. So
Yeah,
that's as
fuck
far as I
you,
got.
Reed.
That's called crosswords.
Very
I
good.
thought that would be a lot worse, actually.
No, yeah. I've been doing this for a long time.
Based on just appearance, I was like, this is going to be shit.
That one's really fresh. I've
That
been
was
writing
pretty
that
good,
one. So,
actually.
yeah, it's
You
not
need,
done.
you need to be careful about what you say about Van Damme, though. That's pretty dangerous.
You're right. I don't want to
Watch
get
yourself.
kidnapped. I'm a damn
Amish,
man.
everything else is fine. but
Yeah, everything else was
Jean-Claude
totally
Van Damme
awesome.
is-
But if you don't keep his fucking name out of your mouth, everyone's going to do something.
Shut up.
For real though, I love this, and I'm glad that you're doing this. We talked about it at the show
Yeah.
about how I love Kill Tony. I've been watching it for a long time, and this has been a lot of fun. I'm glad that I was a part of it.
Yeah.
First episode ever.
Episode
this is
1,
awesome.
we'll just keep doing
Fuck
this.
yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna be
I
here
don't
for
care if
everyone.
anybody
that-
shows up. If you want to come back.
Yeah,
But don't.
I'm gonna put the word
Whatever.
out as
We're
much
gonna
as I
stay
can.
here and act like idiots for an hour every Wednesday.
We're
so
going to only get better at
At
it.
least an hour. We're
this
on
guy's
hour
gonna be
15.
super racist the whole time.
Only racist.
This guy's gonna be
Against
drinking
the-
beer.
Glad it's not me.
I'm going to try not to lose my current job.
Yeah. We won't. I'm not gonna go there. So yeah, are we done?
I guess. Next episode, I'm racist against the gingers. Tune in.
Tune in 6 o'clock.
You have to
next
have a
Wednesday.
plot.
Daniel
well,
goes
I'm
after
not
the
gonna-
gingers.
I'm
You're
not
the
gonna-
good guys. I'm being nice. I'm letting you play the good guys in the
Good
show.
cops, bad cops.
This show, I get to
And
be
I'm
the good
being a
guy.
bad guy on
Next
purpose
time
because
I
I'm
get
so
to be the bad guy.
magnanimous.
Great,
What?
thanks.
I thought you said something.
I'm about to.
I had this T-shirt idea.
But I changed my mind.
I had this T-shirt
guess.
idea. It says "Suck me, I'm Irish," and then it says "The carpets match the drapes." I feel like I could make some good money on that. You know what I mean?
There's plenty of fucking Munsons that would buy that. That's, yeah.
I'm saying.
But what color do you make do you make it red and green and then it looks like a Christmas shirt, or do you pick
No,
red
no,
or
no.
green?
It's a green shirt, and then the lettering is orange.
Orange?
Yeah.
That works. That's good. Hell yeah, dude,
Good.
you fixed it.
That's a really good idea.
That's
right?
a good way to exit this show.
Yeah, with hiring a merch
Buy
guy
a
named
t-shirt.
Reed.
Good job, Reed, with your terrific T-shirt idea. We'll get to work that on the next week and
Fuck yeah.
go from there.
Devin, when's the next show here at Pizza Records?
February 1st, we have a show with Dracula, as in Bela Lugosi. And everybody's like, who the fuck's that?
Yeah, I didn't get
Some guy.
And that old coon dog. It's like being like alternative country show. So a variety of genres there, but really good. Come out and see it.
I will say, I saw Crash Planet out here the other night, and I love them.
Yeah, they were awesome.
I got obsessed. I went through all their Spotify music, and yeah. they
Shout
were
out to
very
Showed
good.
all your homeless
The lead
friends.
singer, that
Yeah.
guy is,
Actually-
his energy's through the roof.
No one knows what anyway, shout out to them for filling in like last minute, and they're awesome. So,
Yeah, it was a very good set. I loved every minute of it.
and now we've divulged into talking about Pizza Records. But anyway,
It's a good place.
thank you guys for tuning in. If you're tuning in on YouTube right now, and we'll
How negotiable are the prices on those?
most of those are consignment. So actually, all of them.
All of them
So
are
I'd have to,
negotiable.
but yes, there's a little room in negotiation. We can talk about it. We can talk about some stuff. Yeah.
All right, guys. Thank you for having me.
All right, man.
If
seeing
anybody
you,
wants
buddy.
to follow me on any of my socials, it's I'm Gonzo Bruh, all one word.
This fucking whore over
All
here.
of
I'm sorry, I had to plug myself.
All of them.
I
now
love you
we
guys.
know.
Thank you so much.
If you want to follow this guy here, don't, because he might have a seizure. This is MKM Productions.
God
guy.
damn it, Devin. It's MKM Entertainment, LLC. on
Whatever,
Facebook.
dude. You're a production thing too.
God damn
And
it.
I will see y'all later. Bye.
Come out February 1st for Dracula
February
Johnson.
1st.